had this idea that I could get a telescope and a mount and set it up from beginning to end. So we're going to get a Newtonian reflector out, we're going to get an eq5 mount out, and we're going to set it up with a camera and all the gubbins as if we're about to do an imaging session. So that's the plan. I've never set this telescope up with a camera before. So we're going to use a DSLR camera and we're going to set the whole thing up from beginning to end and see where we get to and see if we can balance it. So here we go. Okay, this is one of my eq5 mounts. So a super old one that I've got, and I've been refurbishing this one. So hopefully this will be good to go. But we need to sort the legs out first. Here we go, so there's the mount. So the first thing we need to do is put our counterweight on, so we don't want any weight on this side until it's properly balanced with a counterweight. And all the clutches are off at the moment, as you can see. Okay, that's good. So I'm just going to lock that clutch so it's not going to move. Let's go and get a telescope. Hey everyone! Here's my Skywatcher 130 PDS, which I've had just under a year. It's lovely, it's really nice. The original dovetail mount here was a beautiful anodized one, but the problem with this particular mount is that these eat into and bite into the metal, which I didn't want to do. So I've had a bit of a brainwave. I'm going to use some little metal shims to put between the mount on here, the dovetail mount, and this screw, in an attempt to stop it eating into the metal. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to use a tiny little piece of metal. Okay. Now the other thing is, the mirror is at this end, the DSLR's at that end, so the balance point is going to be somewhere around here, I think. Great, we've got a scope on there. Brilliant. Right, so I don't know how I'm meant to balance this, because you can see at the moment it's mirror heavy. The camera and everything are going to hopefully balance that out a bit. The general consensus, I believe, is to have the camera hanging down. I believe. So I'm going to just rotate that so that the camera's hanging down. But the issue I have is I'm now fouling that bar there. We'll see. We'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, let's go and get the cameras. So this is our guide scope going on. So I've got some, just for this test, I just want to put a DSLR on as well. I've got an adapter to connect the DSLR and a T-piece to go in there. Now this is just a 1 1/4 inch, but I do have a 2-inch one as well if I'm using a 2-inch filter or anything like that. So here's the DSLR. Okay, so that now needs to fit into there. Okay. Whoa, it's very, very, very heavy on that side. I'm just going to take bits off because it's really heavy and I'm not very happy about it, so I can't have the camera pointing downwards, so I'm going to actually do it pointing upwards instead. Okay, interesting. So we're now mirror heavy. That's okay for now. Let's just push this up. That's not bad. Okay. And let's just see about the other axis. So it needs more weight. Lower it down. So it's still a little bit counterweight heavy, camera heavy, because it's going over the hill there. So if I get this as close to opposite and then just loosen everything, hopefully it'll stay. Okay, so it's still a bit camera heavy. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's a bit camera heavy. Let's get the rest of the bits. Let's get a dew heater on there as well, which will add a bit more weight to this side. So this is going to be the dew heater, because the mirror cell is just there. So that cable would in fact be dangling, so it's not adding any. Okay, that's not too bad. So it's always going to be slightly heavy on that, but that's alright now. The dew heater's taken it away. Taken the balance, got the balance, so that's not too bad. It's not perfect, because you do need the balance to be pretty good. Okay, the only thing I haven't fitted is a dew heater to the guide camera and the actual guide camera themselves, so I'm meant to fit those. So here's my guide camera. Okay, and here's an additional dew heater which would fit on here. Now that dew heater is the wrong size, but that's okay for this exercise. It's just to add the weight for this exercise. Right, let's see now if it goes anywhere. So it is slightly camera heavy, which is what you'd expect. But it's balanced horizontally. Okay, what else would be on there? So I've got the dew heaters, guide camera, camera itself. I'm roughly happy that that is how it would be set up. There is one thing I've failed miserably to do, and that was to balance, to level the mount itself, this little spirit level here, which is showing now. Normally, because this garden is actually sloping, normally I have to shorten these legs here, but I haven't done that, so that could be having an influence as well. First step, setting up telescope, done. I'm quite happy that I've been able to balance that. I'm going to make a note of all of these positions, so I've got the camera and the guide camera almost opposite the counterweight as best I can. I was hoping to do them dangling down, but the V-bar that I've put on is actually too long, so maybe I should change it back to the other one. But this seems to be, it's balanced at the moment, so I'm not unhappy. I've got two dew heaters, that one's too big, but it's okay for just the weight, just doing a thing for weight at the moment. Great. Could lower the weight a tiny bit more, just to see if it's still. I'm happy. This was just to check balance, that's all it was really, and to see if I can get everything set up. I don't actually know if I need the extension piece here, if you can see that. So I've fitted on this on the DSLR an extension piece. I'm not 100% sure if I need it because the focal point needs to be on the sensor, but I don't know yet, so that's going to be trial and error. So we'll see. Skywatcher eq5 with a Skywatcher 130 PDS. Balanced. And my Skywatcher. Greetings everyone. It's a quick bit. Greetings everyone. This is a quick video on me setting. I hope you enjoy it. It's a super quick video, and I hope you enjoyed. It's a super quick video. Hope you enjoyed. It's a super quick video. I hope you enjoyed. It's not perfect. There's still a few bits that I want to sort out. Yeah, let's cut to the video. And so there's quite a lot of trial and error when balancing a scope for the first time, particularly with a Newtonian. Sorry, I hope it's useful. And so anyway, I hope it's useful. And let's go to the video. Greetings everybody. Greetings everybody. This is a super quick video. So I hope it's useful.